So tomorrow's my birthday, and I'm turning 25 tomorrow. And the whole day, I've just been reflecting on everything and just contemplating the fear of getting older, contemplating not living my life to the fullest, contemplating overthinking things, contemplating just so many different things. And I just decided to make this video not for anyone else, but just for myself. I might not even post it, but I just want to remember this feeling right now because I've just I've held off on so many different things that I've had set for myself by 25, and I realized that putting all this pressure on myself was not worth it. You know, 25 is a milestone age, and I feel like I've accomplished so much in my lifetime, but I have so much potential and so much to accomplish, and I just have to get out of this headspace of caring about what other people perceive of me when I want to chase my goals, and just really just believe in myself, because I do within the deepest parts of my heart. I know that God has a bigger purpose for me. I know that God has something set out for me. I know that you know, God has me. God has my back through every journey I'll face in this life. God has me. And I believe that truly with every ounce, everything in me, every bone in me, every ounce of blood in me. I believe that, I will make it. I will see the other side of this journey. But right now, things are kind of like blurry. It's hard to see through the tunnel, you know. But I'm doing great. When I look at my life from a outward perspective, I can see that I'm doing the best that I can every single day. I'm giving it my all, but I don't feel like I'm living a fulfilled life right now. I'm going through the grind, but I'm not going through the grind with happiness. I'm going through the grind with just like keeping my head down every day, going to school, locking in, coming back. And it's just like the same motion every single day, and I'm tired. I'm completely tired, and I just don't know what needs to change, but something needs to change. Like school, I can do, but outside of school, I gotta figure a way to just live a happier life. And you know, I always think about this dynamic of getting older, wanting to have money, wanting to obtain wealth, but I also know that like what's money without happiness? You know, I gotta maintain my mental state of being. I gotta surround myself around people who wanna see me win, who I wanna win together, And I hate that people wanna compete with each other. People want to compare themselves to each other. And I try not to compare myself to other people, but it happens. It happens subconsciously. And I just gotta figure out a way to just like focus on me and kind of just forget everything else, what other people think, and just do things without caring about what people think. And if I can get to that state of being, I'll thrive. Because there's so much that I've acquired as far as like skills, as far as like fashion, as far as like sense of humor, as far as like just personality. Like I see myself in my mind. I see myself going places. I just have to figure out how I'm gonna get to those places. And I think 25 has to be the year that changes things. Because every year I keep telling myself this year is gonna be different, but you know, 25 really hits differently. I don't know what about it. 25 really hits differently. Like 24, the whole last year leading up to this point, I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about relationships, friendships, trust, growth as personal growth. And, it's kind of messed with my mind chemistry a little bit because, like, as you reach 25, your forebrain starts to develop and you start to realize the world in a different way. You start to realize conversations and communications and certain things, and you're no longer naive to the way the world is built. And I think that's what made this transition from 24 to 25 so hard for me, was I was going through this change of mind while also doing dental school, which is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, while also trying to decide if I want to just go through school and be done or continue and specialize. There's just so many things that's just rattling through my head every single day. And I just want to be free from this. Obviously, I want to practice and I want to have a career and I want to achieve my goals career wise, but I see more for myself. I have hobbies, I have goals for myself, I have things that I'm interested in outside of my career. And, I feel like the pressure of success is just overwhelming me right now. And I just got to let go and let God guide me. But that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to come on here and say this, make this video before tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday. I don't know if I'm gonna record anything, but that's pretty much it. I'll see y'all next time.